she might not go out there because Zachary's first.
Thank you everyone for coming tonight. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad I got to be here with you. So, when I was in 8th grade, it was nearing the time my parents and I needed to come to a decision of where I should go to high school next year. So we looked around at a few schools, and we found out about Chesterton Academy. We did some more research on the school, and I decided I wanted to shadow, to go and visit for a day. So I want to tell you about my visit. And this was in the spring of 2013, so the papal conclave was going on at this time. So I was at Chesterton. We were downstairs in the gym during the all-school free period when Mrs. Hurl, one of the teachers, came down the stairs and in a loud voice she announced, "Ladies and gentlemen, we have a pope." And I thought to myself, oh hey, cool, very good. But not only did she just tell us, but everyone was called upstairs to the chapel, where Mr. Neiman, another teacher, was setting up on the projector screen EWTN's coverage of St. Peter's Square. And as we stood there waiting for the new pope to come out onto the balcony, I thought, these people here, they care about what matters. They know what's up. I saw something good in this school, and I wanted to be a part of it. So I remember that event. That day I shadowed, and I talked it over with my parents, and I convinced them that I wanted to go to Chesterton. So they sent me there. But because we live in Chaska, 30 minutes away from school, they needed someone to drive me there. So they decided to send my older brother there too.
Is he reading the teleprompter? Because he's really working the whole room.
Yeah.
Is he reading from the teleprompter?
That meant for him that he had to transfer for his senior year of high school. But something good did come out of this though, because now he's in his 3rd year at the seminary, so that's pretty good.
It's all because of Zach.
That's exactly right.
He's taking credit.
But as for me, after almost 4 years of having first visited Chesterton, I find myself standing up here, up front, and I can truthfully tell you that I would not be the person I am now without the experiences and education that I've had at Chesterton. And I don't say this because I'm supposed to say this or because I was asked to, but because I was changed by the school, and I want to tell you about it. Now, though I did freely choose to come to Chesterton, Chesterton taught me more fully what it means to be free and how to exercise free will. So there was no one specific event, no one mind-blowing moment that changed me, but there are 3 main things that I learned. And these 3 things are humility, analytical thinking, and the drive to take action. All 3 of which are integral parts of free will. Humility, analytical thinking, and the drive to take action. But first I learned humility. When I came in as a new student, as a freshman, I was quite full of myself. Now my peers, my fellow students sitting in the back corners might tell you that I've always acted quite saintly, but in my mind, I considered myself practically the most important person ever.
He gets that from his dad.
Yeah.
But I learned humility by getting to know the great people at Chesterton, getting to know their lives, their joys and their sadnesses. Every person is very deep, and it is a wide, wide world. There are a lot of people with real lives, and I am not the only one. Second, how did I learn analytical thinking? I learned it through my classes. History and literature taught me my place in the world and the context from which I live and make decisions. Theology and philosophy remind me to check my facts and make sure I'm headed in the right direction. And then science and math help too. Well, actually not math so much. The third thing I learned was the drive to take action, the drive to just do it. I learned this from my mentors. They taught me that when I come to a decision, I need to follow through and act on it. They showed me by their example that the only way good things come to fruition, the only way good things happen, is if someone does them. So these three things are integral parts of free will. Because when I have to make a decision, humility teaches me that I need to step back and think things through. Analytical thinking is how to think things through, and once I've come to a conclusion, I need to follow through and act on it, to put it into practice. This is how to use free will. It all comes together. It really, really does. It really does. Free will is God's gift to man. It is what distinguishes him from the rest of creation. And Chesterton has shown me how to use it. Chesterton has shown me how to be human. Now, this is what I've learned, but how is my life different now? Well, as I learned these things, I chose to more fully invest myself in the opportunities that Chesterton gives me. And it has been a wild ride, I can tell you that. I do things now that before high school, I never thought I would be doing. I mean, this is a big one. I talk now. And I willingly sing in the choir and act in our drama productions. For my house, I often make announcements. I do voluntary public speaking. How crazy is that? I lead a morning prayer group once a week, and I got to be an understudy for the swing dance performance you saw just a minute ago. These things are great, and I never thought that I would be doing them. Since I have come to Chesterton, my life has changed, and it has changed for the better. So I would like to thank my mom and dad for sending me to Chesterton Academy. Thank you.
Yeah.